Hey there, Phil here, and I'm from the AquascapeGuide.com. Guess what? Fzone sent us their new Brite60 light to test out. Cool, huh? We thought we'd take you along for the unboxing of the light, assembly of the hardware, setting up the very easy phone app. We'll even test the PAR, and then show you how to get it all set up. So let's start with the unboxing. So we have this little box and our little label, and right away it feels really lightweight. And if you flip it over, you can see, yep, that's it, the Brite60, coming in at 60 to 80 centimeters with its adjustable legs. And after opening it, you've got your little standard LED power adapter, and here's the light. Very lightweight. And you can see that the protective shield on the LEDs kind of has a texture to it. That's kind of cool. That'll help diffuse the light a little bit, which will give us a better spread. Also, the light comes with a bunch of white LEDs, and then some WRGBs that you can control going down the middle. And Fzone even added some UV LEDs. That's pretty cool. All right, let's push this cord in through here and get this little foam off the light. Alrighty, and then on the other side, we see this little label that outlines it's Bluetooth capable, which means that we can control it with their app. And then this little factory reset button. Or maybe it's for pairing mode. I don't know, we'll check it out in a few. But the light has a very low profile, which is awesome to see, versus the spaceship lights we've seen. We're looking at you, Fluval Nano. And it's made from aluminum, which feels very durable in my hands. It even has these little grooves at the top, probably to help with cooling and promote longevity with its internal components. That's awesome to see. Alrighty, what else we got in this box? Quick start guide, and the app instructions, and we got some hardware. Looks like we got some feet, some Allen wrenches, some rods. All right, I'm excited. Let's start putting this kid together. Okay, so I was trying to push these little rails through the outside of the feet. Then realized I need to take off this little bolt at the end of the rails first. Duh. So then you just put the rail on the other side of the feet, then screw the little screw in with the provided Allen wrench. There were 2 Allen wrenches included, and I was not sure why at first, but I'll show you later. I was able to knock out these rods pretty quickly and slide them right into the light. It was pretty simple, which is great. And man, this kid's looking sleek. Now, I was having a problem with one of the feet not going in the light, like what the heck, man? Well, come to find out, the other Allen wrench is for these teeny tiny little bolts at the end of the light. These are used to pinch the rails down and keep the light from adjusting on its own. So I set it to where I need it for my 30 gallon and we're good to go. But before we toss this on the tank, let's look at this bad boy. I want to see the LEDs in all their glory. La! Now the instructions say to push the factory reset on its first use. I assume to maybe like get it into pairing mode, so let's do that. Ugh. Okay, it did a thing. Nope, hope that was it. Let's get this app downloaded so we can control this kid. But before we do that, we wanted to let you know that we're going to be doing a little giveaway with this light. In order to qualify, you must be within the connected states. Hawaii, you're cool too. You must be subscribed to our YouTube channel and comment below that you want the light. And lastly, you must share this video on Facebook and tag us at AquascapeGuide. 15 days after this video publishes, we're going to select someone at random and announce the winner both on YouTube and Facebook. So subscribe and comment on YouTube and share on Facebook to win this little light. All right, back to installing the app. Unfortunately, during unboxing, I didn't have another phone to record on while screen recording on this phone, but I just really wanted to show you the app. To get the app, I just opened up my Play Store and searched for My Fzone and downloaded it. Pretty quick and easy so far. From there, it wanted me to register, so I got that done. So we did that. And we're in. The first thing we need to do is set up the tank. Then I click that little plus button at the top. I'll pop in 30-gallon water box. Then it asks you for permissions to find the device, so we'll do that. Then I noticed a little icon at the bottom says devices, so let's hit that, and bam, start searching for the light. And there you go. We see the little icon that says Brite_ some other stuff. So I clicked on that and we're in. So in manual mode, we can play with these little sliders and make them whatever we want. And in the custom area, this is where you can set up your schedule, maybe some detailed spectrum curves throughout the day. What does this auto button do? Oh, well that makes it really easy. You can set the on-off times with the dial. You can set what days you want the light on at the top. You have the option for ramp times, even the spectrum of the light. Man, this makes it so easy. We'll show you how to get all this dialed in at the end of the video. But while the light is on, let's check the par of this thing. Oh, yeah, oh, my mug, yeah, we don't need that. All right, let's get this little diffuser over the front camera. All right, and there we go. So at about 12 inches, we're looking at about 75 to 80 par. Well, that's pretty good for non-CO2 injected tanks. Ryan, stop messaging me, I'm trying to record a video. Sheesh, okay. So let's check it a little further at like 18 inches for those taller tanks. Par drops down to around 52. Okay, that's kind of on the lower end of medium lighting. So if you got a really tall tank, then you'll probably want 2 of these guys. All right, let's pop this kid on a tank and check out its brightness. This time around, I stole the wifey's phone so I could do a screen record and show you guys what's happening on the tank. I also fixed the white balance for this shot so you guys can see the color differences when I start to adjust things. So I'll open the app, click my little 30-gallon, and we can reconnect the light. And then I'll start cranking up the WRGB to max. But this is what it looks like on max. See how the light looks really blue or like cool in Kelvin? That isn't great for plants. But the awesome thing is we can adjust that. So what I would normally suggest we do is pull the blue down to about 10%, the green at 50, and then leave white and red at max. There you go, it's a little better now. It's still not warm enough. Let's pull the green down to where the blue is. Again, better, we're getting there. Not great though. So let's remove the blue and green altogether and see where that gets us. Oh yeah, that's looking good. A nice warm spectrum is what plants really love. If you'd like to learn more about the science behind spectrums, we have a dedicated article on our website. We'll pop a link in the description below. So then how do you automate this guy? Let's just go over to the auto tab and I'll show you guys how to get it set up. We always suggest to keep your lights at 8 hours. So we can do that using this little wheel thingy. We'll start the light at noon and have it go off at 8 p.m. or hour 20. I like a short ramp so the plants get more light within the photo period. So I'll make sure the ramp is only 5 minutes, just don't go over 15 minutes. And then we'll set the spectrum to where we found it best on that prior test and voila! You are good to go. How easy was that? Okay, let's give you guys some final thoughts on this. So who is this light designed for? In our opinion, the light would be great for someone that is not injecting CO2, but wants all the control of a Bluetooth app. The par at max is right where you want to be without CO2 injection. This prevents newer hobbyists from cranking up their light way over 85 par and running into all this algae. We kind of found the magic ceiling without CO2 injection to be around 80 to 85 par. If you go over 85 par, you can run into carbon depletion issues like BBA. We see this a lot with hobbyists that are running the Fluval 3.0 light. That light has the ability to go up to 110 par, and hobbyists will sometimes crank it up and run into a bunch of algae. At the time of recording this video, Fzone's light was $65. Other comparable lights at this price point would be like Haiger's line of planted tank lights. But none of their lights have Bluetooth control. So then what's the closest light with Bluetooth control? Well, that would be the Fluval 3.0, which we just mentioned. But that light is almost $100 more. And for what you're paying for that light, the par and purr on the Fluval 3.0 isn't even that great. So we stand with our conclusion, which is if you want a Bluetooth controlled light for a non-CO2 injected tank, this little kid is going to be your most cost-effective option. All right, that's it for this video. Make sure you're subscribed, share the video on Facebook, and tag us at AquascapeGuide for your chance to win this kid. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Later, Scapers!